Awesome. Hi, thank you, Ashley, so much. Thanks for that introduction. I'm super excited. So, I'm Christina Taft, and I've been using oils for about 6 or 7 years now. And I am so excited and feel honored to be able to teach this class with these other amazing ladies, Ashley, Angela, Rachel. They're awesome. You have so much that you can learn from them, and I just am excited. So, guys, feel free to use the chat box in here and ask questions all throughout the class because we don't ever want to just brush over anything that you might be having issues with or questions about or whatever. And we'll do our best to answer those questions as we can. So, before we get started, a little bit about me. Like I said, been using oils for about 6 years now, and it kind of started when I had a baby. A little bit before that, I dabbled with oils just a tad. I was a nurse at the time, or still am a nurse, but I worked in the hospital in labor and delivery, and the nurse in me was like, oils? What, do these really work? What are these? And I was blown away with results that I had. And then as I had a baby, I didn't want to give Tylenol all the time, and I didn't want to give ibuprofen for things like teething or fever, and I wanted to just be able to use more natural remedies. And so I got interested in things like oils and herbs and things like that. So it's been a complete life changer for us. It's been a game changer as far as how we take care of our kids, how I parent as a mom. And yeah, like we've used them for teething, for energy, for helping my kids sleep, helping me have energy whenever I'm taking care of 3 kids. Helps my moods, my hormones, all kinds of things. So I just wanted to get into, I'm going to talk about like what oils are and why you're even here, and why can't you just go get your oils from like the grocery store. So what are essential oils? So oils are, they call them the lifeblood of the plant. What does that even mean? So you know how when you get like a leaf off of a plant and you break it open and you have like this little liquidy gooey stuff that comes out of it? That is kind of essentially like the essential oil. That is like the plant is bleeding, and that that's the way the plant will heal itself, and they have the same properties whenever they're applied to us as humans or when we smell them or whatever. So what's really cool about essential oils is they can cross the blood-brain barrier when not very much out there can. And something else that's really amazing about essential oils is they can help clean out our cells and detox our cells and detox our bodies. So they say that like if you take fat tissue, like the fat tissue around our waist and stuff like that, fat tissue actually carries like the majority of all of our toxins and stuff. So as we're exposed to chemicals, like we use chemicals in our shampoo, chemicals in our hand sanitizer, chemicals in our body soap, body wash, all the things that we're exposed to, our body takes those in. And a lot of it is stored in our fat cells, a lot of it is stored in other places in our body. And yes, our liver and our bodies are made to detox that, but not when we're exposed every single day. Here and there is okay, but when we're exposed every single day and we're putting all these chemicals on ourselves, like before 9 a.m. with all of our makeup and our shampoos and conditioners and things like that and lotions, it's wreaking havoc on our bodies. So let me just look down my notes here so I get off on tangents. But so yeah, we build up these things in our bodies, and oils are meant to clean out ourselves and help just to clean out our bodies and detox. So a little bit of history though, what's really cool about oils is they go all the way back to the Bible, to Bible times. Before there were pharmaceuticals, they used oils for people, and they used them to help heal people, and they are crazy amazing. I mean, we actually have an entire kit of healing oils of the Bible, and we can do classes on that. We're not going to talk about that tonight, but just to show you that they were talked about in the Bible, and that's what they used for all sorts of things. And so we're going to talk about frankincense tonight. I'm not going to talk about that oil, but it's like was valued more than gold back in Bible times. And if it's good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for me, right? So yeah, it goes all the way back to dates back to Bible times. And even so, as of late in the last like 20 years, before that, like in our country, we didn't even have essential oils. Our founder, Gary Young, is the one who brought over the first real lavender into our country, and he's kind of like the pioneer. And so that's one thing that's so amazing about Young Living is that we were literally the founder. Gary Young, our founder, was the pioneer to kind of pave the way for these essential oils, and they are the only the only pure and authentic oils that I trust and that I get. So the reason why they're different, why wouldn't you want to go like to Sprouts or Natural Grocers or Trader Joe's or wherever you have like a health food store close by and just grab some oils off the shelf there? I will be the first to tell you that I did that at first. I was looking for oils and I was like, I am the queen of like cheaper things. Like I see some expensive shoes and I want the dupes for that, like from Target. You know what I mean? Like I don't go for the more expensive stuff. And so my first thought was I'm gonna go for a different brand that's way cheaper at the grocery store because I mean it's not that big of a difference and I'm not gonna spend that much money on a budget. Well, the difference was amazing. And I noticed it whenever the first thing I noticed was when my mom had a bottle of Young Living lavender and I had a bottle of lavender from the grocery store. And I had to use like 20 drops from the grocery store just to get the same effect that one drop gave me of the Young Living stuff. So that right there is the difference. But the other major difference is, actually that lavender wasn't real lavender from the grocery store. It was probably lavandin, and it smells like lavender, but it has completely different scientific constituents to it. And, like we say, put lavender on your skin for, this or that. Lavandin can actually do damage. So it's really, really important that we look for the most pure and most authentic. A lot of these oils from the grocery store are adulterated. They use chemicals that we have no idea what they are. If we're trying to get rid of chemicals in our home, then we're going to be using chemicals in our oils. Like that doesn't make sense. So so they will sometimes use oil or chemicals to get the oils out of the plants. We don't know exactly how it all works and how they're getting their oils. A lot of them can be made in labs and made to smell just like the real thing. So to me, Young Living is the only option because they're the only ones I trust. And the reason I trust them is because I've been to their farms and they have the seed to seal guarantee. I can't tell you the whole process. That's just not my forte. I've been there and it's like all the way over my head, but I do know that I've literally watched them take the oil, the plant, get the plant out of the ground, watch them go through the whole process where they distill and everything and put it in the bottle. And it's incredible. And the care that they put into their oils is just amazing to me. And they do all their third-party testing or they do all their testing third party. So I trust that they are not just making up the rules as they go. Like they are definitely the real deal. A really quick story that I want to tell you about when I was at the farm. One time I was visiting the farms and they were actually harvesting Melissa. And Melissa's like, Gary talked about Melissa as being a female plant and how she was kind of, I don't know, she just didn't want to be dirty. And he would pick the Melissa and put it on the hot concrete. And he wouldn't get near as much oil out of that plant as in if he put it on clean, fresh, cool tarps. So he would pick the Melissa and put it on the clean, fresh, cool tarps to sit for a couple of days to rest, and then he'd get like twice as much oil out of the plant. So just that kind of story to me, I'm like, okay, I'm sold. This guy knows what he's talking about. This company is the real deal. So that's really all I wanted to say. That's really all of my part that I was going to talk to you about, just the difference between Young Living and why we don't go to the grocery stores for oils anymore, because I have not had the best results with that kind of stuff. So I'm going to pass it on to, I think, Ashley. So Ashley is going to talk to us a little bit more about how to use oils, and she's going to talk to us about some different oils in a kit and stuff like that. But she's amazing. She's a diamond leader, you guys. I can't wait to hear what she has to say because she can educate us awesome. So.
Oh, geez. So everyone on here that has never met Christina before, because most of y'all have never met, she is my amazing upline. So an upline to a lot of you guys. And I always just love to hear you teach. So I appreciate your not just confidence in the company, but confidence in sharing. It's just so refreshing to hear. For me, I just can't help but mention, I have been to so many of our farms and it has been an amazing experience to be part of it. I've been to Winter Harvest actually 3 times and been a part of the entire process, and at our farm in Ecuador. I've been part of it and just smelling oils like ylang ylang wafting through the air and knowing exactly where they came from is amazing, because guys, the essential oils industry right now is a multi-billion-dollar company. a multi-billion dollar company. And what that means is that there are a lot of fake imitators out there. I'm pretty sure McDonald's is going to have a scratch and sniff Happy Meal toy soon. That's essential oils. So it's really important to be aware of what you're buying and what you're putting in and on your body. When you put something on the surface of your skin, it only takes 26 seconds for it to literally go into your bloodstream. When you apply something onto your shoulder, it only takes a matter of 20 seconds before every cell in your body is permeated and saturated by that essential oil. That is crazy. And what I mean by that is I could maybe want to affect my stomach and put it on my shoulder. And even though it's not going to be as effective in that area, it's still going to get there. And guys, that is why we do not use random oils on our bodies. They get into our skin, they get into our bloodstream, and they literally affect us at a cellular level. So for me, this was so convicting. And it was something that when I look at the historical references, pre-biblical times, Babylonian tablets, Egyptian hieroglyphs, all of the references to them, I know that they had way less stimulation than we did, and they understood the power of God's greatest gift to us on earth. And that's honestly plants and what we can do with plants. So for me and my family, we are so thankful that even though we're a multi-billion dollar company, $2 billion company, we still have the ability to be part of the harvest and be part of the distillation. And I can tell you, for me, I don't get to build my own iPhone, and that's $1 billion company, but I get to harvest my own oils. And as a member, you can do the same. Our farms are open to visitors, and it's a pretty cool thing to get to do. So now we're going to talk about the 4 ways to use essential oils. This is kind of my favorite. We're going to have some science in here too. If that is not your jam, you can just plug your ears. Totally kidding, don't do that. But you can not have to want to know that part. But for me, I am a why girl when it comes to understanding how my body works. Not a healthcare background, but just like to kind of know that. So the first way that we can use them is topically. So topically means directly on the skin. Like slapping on your arm. It can be either neat, which means without a carrier oil, undiluted, or it can be diluted. When we say diluted, we're talking diluted with a carrier oil, which is a fatty oil. So an example of that is coconut, olive, sweet almond, jojoba, and you're going to want to use an extra virgin cold pressed oil because again, that junk's going on your skin and in your body, just like the essential oil. So really important to know that's a safety precaution too, that if you dilute an oil, it's to make it less hot to the skin, say on a baby or a man. Just kidding. And the other reason you want to do it is spread over a larger area of the body. Like when I put Panaway on my back, I want it to spread over more of an area than one drop could cover. So I'm going to dilute it with a carrier oil. And the last reason is to act as a time release. So I love to use roll-ons, which is super awesome. I just take it and basically put carrier oil plus essential oils in a little roll-on bottle, and I can use them on the bottoms of our feet for overall immune boosting, immune stimulation overnight, and it's going to act as a time release onto my skin and onto the pores in my body, which speaking of pores in our body, our feet actually have the biggest pores in our body. They are something that your feet might be crusty and rough, but y'all, they will absorb up some oils because they actually are designed that way to absorb whatever they're touching. That means when you walk across, maybe you have a chicken coop like me, and when you walk near it barefoot, it's chicken poop. Maybe you clean your shower with bleach and you step on the bleach and it actually goes right up into your body via those giant pores, right? And into your bloodstream immediately. You don't want no Clorox bleach up in your body, and that's what's happening. But it also has the VitaFlex points, which are points in our body from the top of your big toe, it's your head, the back of your heel, or all the way down to the back of your heel, basically. You can learn more about that after you get your oils. When you open up that starter kit, you can slap some oils on your feet, but you can learn more of the details later if you want to know organ systems and where to place things. I don't use it as an exact science, but I like to know that's a great place to apply my oils. So topical application. Guys, when we do this, we also do it for the benefit of smelling it ourselves or the benefit of placing it on our bodies to cover a certain area of our bodies. So for me, I use a lot of oils directly on basically the points where I'd use perfume. I love to use them there. And then I also use roll-ons for things like occasional discomfort, stress in a certain area of my body. Maybe for me, it's an area of my body like my lower abdomen during that time of the month that I need to have oils on. So topical application, pretty simple to understand. I will assure you that what you can do is you can always dilute and then work your way up to having an oil neat or undiluted. But for me, I use a lot of oils on my skin directly. And then I also make products with carrier oils as well, like roll-ons and creams. The second way that you can use them, and it's funny, my diffuser is all the way across my office, so maybe somebody else can hold it up in the screen, but this is when we're talking about inhalation. And there's really like two types of inhalation. There's direct inhalation, and that's where I'm literally huffing a bottle of oil. Like open it up like huffing the bottle of oil. So the reason that you would want to huff a bottle of oil, y'all, is I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but when we smell something, we actually are inhaling it into our olfactory system, which is directly connected to our brain. So this is the only one of our senses that's directly connected to our brain, and it actually affects the limbic region of our brain, which is our seat of emotions, which is where we make a lot of our decisions from, because we're emotional beings, guys. So you can actually change a lot of things in your brain, such as your brain chemistry, redo neural pathways, which are grooves that create habits in our brains, and you can actually unlock and release emotions, all by smelling an oil, not even using a drop. Like, that is always mind-blowing to me. So also about the power of scent. The average American has 67 chemicals in their home, and without even looking at the other damaging effects, we can just look at scent and fragrance and them inhaling it in, and that means every single day what they're actually inhaling in, what you, my friend, are inhaling in is actually formaldehyde. That's what makes things stay in the air longer. So I'm sorry, your Glade plugins, your Scentsy burner warmer things, and your Yankee candles, girlfriend, I need you to put them in the trash. Not for me, but for you. Even if you never ever use Young Living essential oils, your life will greatly improve by absolutely getting rid of these chemicals, these toxins that have a preservative that's naturally occurring in small doses. But we use formaldehyde, y'all, to embalm bodies. I don't want to embalm my brain. Like, I don't need to do that. I need my brain to be going as fast as it can be. So inhaling oils can do a lot, and inhaling chemicals can do a lot of damage. So I like to always draw a little attention to that. Maybe some of you guys are like, that was intense, but it's really important to know. Angela right there is holding up the Desert Mist Diffuser. So the Desert Mist Diffuser is basically our entry point diffuser. What I mean by that is the diffuser with the kit that you're all going to get tonight. That is the one that I would say 99% of people start with. It changes colors. It's amazing. Changes colors, can go for up to 10 hours. But what it actually does is it can diffuse oils that keep us well. Yeah. They keep things from when people enter my house and they bring their nasties in my house. I can have my essential oils all up in my 300 square foot in that room and not have the nasties entering my body or my kids' bodies. The other thing they do is they keep it fresh up in there. You fried some fish, you maybe cook some bacon, or maybe you just had a nasty smell in your house like a cat peeing. I don't know. But you can diffuse to purify the air. The essential oils actually is going to encapsulate that nasty molecule of whatever that fragrance is, and it's going to eat it. So it's going to get rid of the nasty smell and not just mask it or cover it up. The next, or the last way, this one's my favorite, is when you have someone who might be kind of a jerk in your house. Like, you don't know why they're in such a bad mood. Maybe it's you, maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's your kids, maybe it's that long lost uncle that you never wanted to meet. I don't know. But when you diffuse, instead of going around and just throwing, some stress away on everybody in your house, you can diffuse. And the whole house, they're all being affected by that emotional clarity maybe, or emotional sense of being positive. And that is amazing, guys. And it's because essential oils actually affect us in a different way of anything else. They cross the blood-brain barrier. That means they're actually able to enter your spinal cord and your brain and actually make changes, not just mask them. One drop of essential oil has 40 million trillion friggin' molecules in it. 40 million trillion. That is more molecules in one drop than cells in your body. So not even just apply it topically, but directly inhaling it, you're affecting every cell in your body. So the last way and the most unique way for Young Living is that you can actually ingest our oils. Because they are 100% pure, beyond the organic process, and they're used for therapeutic reasons, you can ingest them. I love to ingest my oils. I put them on my tongue sometimes, like peppermint, or just being able to breathe deeply, have fresh breath. I also love to ingest them in honey. It's great in local honey. I do that with thieves a lot year round and get my kids to as well. And then I also, for a more targeted way of ingesting, I like to put them in a clear veggie capsule that you can get from Young Living, your local health food store, or of course on our friend Amazon. So ingesting is really for targeted support. I am able to support a certain system of my body by ingesting. And I love this. It's truly a gift. We ingest tons of oils every day. I also find it's really easy to replace a thing shaped like this with another thing shaped like this. For me, it's been helpful for my family and for others as well. We also use them in cooking. Tons of recipes with essential oils, but you can wing it, y'all. Make some guacamole and put some lime oil in it. I love to make marinades and have fresh lemon, but now I use my lemon oil. And both of those are great for the summer. So guys, ingesting is powerful, and I would encourage you, add essential oils, citrus oils to your water every day. You can only have them in stainless steel or glass, and you actually want to just put maybe 1 or 2 drops in that water because it's going to help detox your whole body. It's going to be a gentle detox, and it's going to eat away petrochemicals. Nobody needs petrochemicals. It does not eat away at your tooth enamel or your stomach lining, but it is going to get rid of plastic byproducts that are lurking around on your cells. And our cells, I hate to break it to you, but there's not really a test to look at your cellular cleanliness, I guess I should say, when it comes to petrochemicals, because essential oils act as scrub brushes on those cell receptor sites. They help allow more good things get into the cells and bad things to say, adios, I am out of here. Get out of my cell, you free radical and you toxic waste. So essential oils, so powerful to use all 4 of those ways. And I am pumped because now we have the fun part. We're going to hear all about what is actually in those amazing bottles that come in your premium starter kit. Kicking it off and hand it over to my good friend and diamond leader, Rachel Moritz.
Thank you, Ashley. Can you guys hear me okay? Is there feedback or anything? We're good? Awesome. I've been having some issues with my desktop, so I'm on my phone this evening. All right, so like Ashley talked about, there's an amazing starter kit. Some people, you know, the world of essential oils, there's lots of moving parts, and so Young Living made it super easy and kind of gave it like a, here's where you start, and this is the starter kit. So you saw Angela hold up the diffuser that comes in the starter kit, and so I'm going to talk about this awesome box right here, and I'm going to go through some of the oils and let Angela wrap it up for us. But this is what you get, this beautiful box. I love the packaging. The person that did the packaging for Mac and Apple actually did our packaging. Just a fun little tip for all you Apple people. I'm Samsung, so anyways, okay. Beautiful box here, and when you open it up, you have 10 oils right here. Oh, one of my kids took that one. So this is what you get, and then you have some more goodies on the bottom that Angela's going to talk about. So let's talk about these oils and why they chose these 12 oils to start you off with. So they start you with 12 of the most multi-purpose, multifunctional oils that they have. Literally, guys, I think it's safe to say that many of us in here that have been using oils, have been using Young Living oils for almost 5 years now. I go to these oils every single day. They're not just called everyday oils because it sounds cute. Like, I legit stock up on these oils every single month. I use them in multiple things throughout the day. So they hit the nail on the head. And I'm going to give you guys just a couple of ways to use each oil. Again, there's literally like thousands. So for instance, lavender, there's thousands of ways to use it, but we're going to just keep it short and simple. And I'm going to give you some of my favorites. Okay. So the first one we'll talk about is lavender. I feel like this is the most recognizable, right? When I sat in Ashley's class and she was talking about this, I'm like, yep, I know that one. But it smells so beautiful and so floral and so fresh. Now, after smelling other lavenders, I'm like, oh, like there's just no comparison. So lavender is considered the Swiss Army knife of all essential oils, meaning that when in doubt, use lavender. If there's something like, I don't know what oil to use lavender, okay? It's like one of those like unicorn oils that you can just use it for just about everything. 2 or 3 of my favorite uses would be skin, so anything skin related. I put it in my face skin serum, which is something that you can do and whip up when you get your kit. My kids love it for skin. I carry it in my diaper bag, especially in the summer if we're riding bikes and we fall and they run over and grab the lavender. And the second way is going to be for, I'm sorry, skin and sleep. Sleep, hello, rest, relaxation. So I had a linen spray from Bath and Body Works. I was like, I remember when she was talking about lavender, I was like, oh, I've got my lavender linen spray. I'm good. Totally different, okay? This doesn't just smell good. It actually works, like Ashley said, with a physiological response in your brain. So we put this in the diffusers next to our bed. My husband will actually put it on the bottoms of his feet. So anything to calm the mood or just calm your household down or to help you sleep. So sleep, rest, relaxation, skin, 2 of my favorite uses for lavender. The next one's going to be peppermint. So I love our peppermint. I feel like when I first smelled it, I thought it was going to smell like candy canes. Well, guys, like the peppermint plant doesn't smell like a candy cane. It's very fresh and earthy and herbaceous, if that's even a word. But even just inhaling now, it's like clearing my nasal passage. So one of my favorite ways of using this, I love in the spring, we have a trio called Lemon Lavender Peppermint, LLP. And peppermint is part of that. And so I will just pop that in the diffuser for any of you that maybe springtime in Virginia, if you live in Virginia. It's not the most fun thing, but peppermint is super helpful with that. It's also, when you inhale it, it is, I don't want to say a brain enhancer, but it helps with mental acuity and mental alertness. So the second way I like to use it is digestive. 1 drop of peppermint is equivalent to 26 cups of peppermint tea. Hey, like, this was the one that got me. This is an area that I needed a ton of support in. So I literally carry this with me everywhere. I will put it in my coffee. I will put it in hot tea when I need it. And sometimes I put it under my tongue. Love it for that. Okay, let's talk about Thieves. I'm not sure how many of you have heard about Thieves, but Thieves is basically all things immunity in this little bottle. This is incredible for back to school, but even now I am hearing of all sorts of things going around. So this is one that we have diffusing, and like Ashley said, you don't want what people bring into your home, right? And so it can help to cleanse and purify the air. It smells like Christmas. It's actually a blend. So I talked about peppermint and lavender. Those are singles. Thieves is a blend of cinnamon, clove, rosemary, eucalyptus, and lemon. It smells divine and just freaking gorgeous and beautiful, even in the middle of summer. I love to pair this with lemon in the diffuser, and I'll just blast it in all of our diffusers throughout the house. You can also make a Thieves tea to help boost immunity. Just put a drop in your tea, and I'll sip that with a little bit of honey to improve and support our wellness around here. And then my kids love it too. They have little rollers that they'll roll on the bottoms of their feet before we leave the house. All things immunity. Okay, the next one is Digize. And so I know I talked about peppermint for digestive health, but Digize is actually a blend that has ginger, it has fennel, it has anise, it also has peppermint in it as well. So this is like the Superman, Superwoman combo for digestive. Digize equals digestive support. You can put this on topically. You can also ingest this one as well. I know when I was in Ecuador, like Ashley mentioned, Young Living has a beautiful farm there. I got to spend over or around a week there and be in that farm. I did have some local food and endured some things, and Digize and peppermint to the rescue, like for real. And there are multiple testimonies in here about this oil. This is one that is just, again, it stays in my diaper bag. Let's see. Citrus Fresh. So this is basically tropical paradise in a bottle. This is the one that is blasting in our diffusers all summer and all winter, especially on rainy days. It makes your house smell like a Florida paradise. It's a blend of like 4 or 5 different citrus fruits, and I'm not sure if Ashley touched on this, but these citrus oils, they are cold pressed from the rind, and so again, you're not using the pulp of the citrus fruit, but you're using the rind, which is where all the nutrients are, so you don't have to worry about that breakdown on the enamel of your teeth or the acidity affecting your stomach. This is beautiful in the diffuser, also really great in water. Again, like Ashley said, you'd want to drink it in stainless steel or glass, and you can put it in all sorts of beverages. I made sangria last week and added it to that, so it's super fun, and just a bright kind of sunshine in a bottle oil. Okay, next is Panaway. This one was my husband's, this is the one that changed it all for my husband. Panaway is also a blend, and it has wintergreen, so it has that kind of that menthol-y feel on your muscles. This is really great for the occasional ache and pain, or to apply on your shoulders or your back. Maybe you're having some growing pain, your kids are having growing pains, or maybe you just did a long run. I know Ashley uses it a lot on her back and her legs and her feet. But this is going to be like your muscle joint oil. You can make your own cream. I've made so many Father's Day gifts, Christmas gifts for my brothers and the athletes in my life. And it is such an amazing kind of gift to give them, and you can stretch it far. So great for topical support on your body for that. And ladies, use this on your husband when you can. A little bit of carrier oil rubbed on the shoulders. It's cooling, refreshing. Your muscles love it. Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3. The next one's Valor. And so Valor is an amazing blend. I know I said lavender is a unicorn oil, but we all just really adore Valor in here. This is liquid courage, we like to call it. I will put this on my kids the first day of school, or I applied it to myself before the Zoom call. It is just a power oil, and it helps to turn your brain on, and it helps you to focus, and it helps you to get out what you need to say and to feel confident. I didn't know that an oil was capable of that, but it actually just really helps to balance all the emotions for me, and the same in my kids. And so we will apply topically in a roller. I should have a roller here. I think Angela will talk about that. Maybe Ashley talked about it, but you can make rollers that will stretch your oils, and then it makes them so you can transport your oils easily with you. My kids have rollers, and I also put it in our diffusers at night, because this is actually one of my sleepy oils as well. So all sorts of fun things with that one. And the last one I'm going to talk about before I kick it off to Angela is Raven. So this is the one that is just really great to help me breathe, especially in the winter. I will make a little DIY chest rub and keep it in our bathroom, and throughout the winter I just apply as needed. I'll put it on my chest or on the bottoms of feet. So this has actually replaced Vicks rub for us and for my family. And you can also put it in the diffuser next to your bed if you're finding that you're needing to breathe a little better as well. And so this is Raven. It has eucalyptus in it. It's got wintergreen and peppermint as well. But we love this one in the diffuser and applied topically. And I know if you're an athlete right before running, Raven is a really great one to apply over the lungs to really help expand the lungs and to help with that distance in running. So now I'm going to kick it off to Angela. Angela, did you keep track of the oils that didn't cover?
I think so. I think
okay.
It's the 2 in the bottom.
It's frankincense and lemon, and the 2 on the bottom. Yeah. So Angela's such an amazing leader with us, and she has so much knowledge. I just love hearing her teach. So I'll let her cover the rest.
Thank you, Rachel. So the 2 that she didn't cover that come in your beautiful box of 10 that'll be on the top when you get your kit is lemon. So Lemon Vitality is one of my favorite oils. I use this every single day. I put a drop in my water first thing in the morning because it does help with detoxing your body. It's going to get in there, like Ashley said, and scrub out those petrochemicals out of your cells. So you definitely want to detox every single day. And we are moving, so I'm cleaning, and lemon has been my favorite, like my best friend. I've gone through 3 bottles of lemon oil in like the last month just cleaning. It gets the goo gone off of everything. So if you have marks on the wall or you have a sticker on something, lemon will be your best friend. So lemon. Frankincense. So I cannot say enough about frankincense. It's kind of just like lavender. There's over 10,000 uses. It's very, very calming. Great, great, great for skin. So I put this in my skin serum every single night. I have lavender, frankincense in a roller bottle I use a jojoba oil and just roll that right on my face every single night. But there are times that I just take frankincense, this one is not open, and just put it in my hands and just put it right on my skin or on my arms. Like I said, we're moving. It's super, super hectic. This guy, I have one in my purse, has been my best friend. Super, super calming. Been feeling a little anxious. Just take this out, few sniffs, it calms you right down. There is a frankincense vitality as well, so if you are really anxious, you can put a drop right under your tongue and you will be in Zen, ready to do some yoga. So, on the bottom of your box, I like to show people this because I've had people throw this away, so you have more goodies. That's not it, believe me. Young Living is so good to us, they send us so much more. So those oils will be on the top, under here, so much more. So under there is my favorite. If you saw my little intro in the Facebook class, Stress Away. Every mom needs Stress Away. Not just moms of little kids, moms of kids of all ages. So I have a 21-year-old, Stress Away, because that boy is about to drive me crazy. So you need Stress Away. This is like being in Key West, Hawaii. It's like being in your own little private island. I wear it every single day as a perfume. I haven't worn perfume in 5 years. You wouldn't know that because I'm always wearing Stress Away. I'm always getting compliments. It has lavender, cedarwood, acacia. It has vanilla essential oil in it. It just smells like you're on a tropical island. And moms or ladies, anyone, guys, it literally will just calm you right down. It's just amazing. You need Stress Away. Also in the bottom, Peace and Calming. So 4th of July is coming up. My dog cannot stand the fireworks. Peace and Calming to the rescue. I put a few drops in my hand. I rub it right on his fur. Calms him right down. But I wish there were oils when my son was young. But from what my friends tell me is that Peace and Calming is amazing for little kids. It helps them sleep at night. It's wonderful to calm them down as well. So for me, RJ, my Bichon is my baby. It works for him. I'm sure it's going to work for your little ones as well. For me, I don't know, but Peace and Calming at night on my legs really helps them calm down as well. Sometimes they're a little bit jumpy at night, and I just rub Peace and Calming on them, and that jumpiness is gone. So many different uses for Peace and Calming as well. Then you get 2 little roller fitments in the bottom, so you can make your own roller bottles with these. They fit on any Young Living bottle, so you can just keep using your bottles over and over. You may have seen at the beginning of the video I was here rolling things on myself, so I've got a roller right on Valor and a roller right on Stress Away, and you just can roll it on wherever you feel like you need to roll it. And these are super easy to put on. They just pop off like that. You stick it on here, and I will tell you, Ashley and Rachel and myself for years were like, ugh, hitting it with hammers. No, you just twist it, and voila, it's on. Super, super simple. But you also get more. I'm like, your guys are like, what? That's enough. No, Young Living is so amazing, they send you more. You get 2 samples of Ninja Red. This is Young Living's superfood antioxidant drink. Every single person in my family drinks this. Every single person in your family needs it. You just need 1 to 2 ounces a day. It's going to support every single body system that you have. It's great for eye support. There have been testimonies of it improving people's eye health, digestive support. For myself, my digestion was also something I needed to work on. I do use Digest all the time. It doesn't taste great, but you know what? It works. So you just put it under your tongue and you just move on. It's like a shot. You just kind of do the Digest and you get a lemon oil after that, or you get a mint. But Ninja Red has improved my digestion so much that I really don't need to use the Digest as much as I did in the beginning. So Ninja Red every single day. I tell people to try it for 30 days and then stop it. And I have had people tell me that they have noticed a difference when they go off the Ninja Red. So it's made with the Ninja Wolfberry that comes out of the Ninja province in China, and they have longevity there. You can do some research and you will see that they are known to live longer as well. High in antioxidants. It costs you over $6,000 a month in groceries to get what you get in Ninja Red. Comes in a 2-pack of bottles. That's how we actually get 4 packs of bottles a month because we have 3 of us drinking it every single month. Quick story, my son plays college baseball. He was drinking Ninja Red every single day, also taking one of our fabulous supplements, Agilese. Came home from baseball and college, was sitting on the couch one day and said he just felt horrible. I said, well, what's changed? You're not playing baseball. You're not playing 4 games on the weekend and 2 games during the week. He said, I'm not drinking the Ninja Red or taking the Agilese. So he had been off of it for about 2 to 3 weeks and noticed a huge difference. So now he's making sure he takes that. So if you're like me, when I first started, I was like, how in the world am I going to afford this Young Living lifestyle? Like, I want it all. Like, I want it all. And after we started using it and I saw how it was benefiting us, I'm like, I want more. Like, there's supplements, the makeup, the skin, the skincare. Well, Young Living, once again, has taken care of that for us with their Essential Rewards program. It's an amazing program. Every single month, you go in, you pick what you want. It comes directly to your door. You pick the date you want it. You pick the method of payment that you want to use, and you pick the items that you want in your box. And the great thing about it is that you only have to start out at 50 PV, which is basically $50, because oils are dollar for dollar, and supplements are dollar for dollar, makeup is dollar for dollar, so consumables are dollar for dollar. So you spend first 3 months, whatever you spend, you get 10% back. Months 4 to 24, you get 20% back. And after 24 months, you get 25% back on anything that you spend. So if you think about it, you are probably spending $50 a month at the grocery store on wipes, on your makeup, on your cleaning supplies, your toothpaste. So what I did was just started ditching and switching. When I ran out of my Clorox wipes, I got the Thieves Cleaner. When I ran out of my toothpaste, I got the Thieves toothpaste. And we just continued to do that. And now, I hate to say this, but I can't tell you the last time I went to Target. Because Target doesn't say, hey, Angela, thanks for shopping. Here's 25% back. But Young Living does. It comes to my door. I absolutely hate going to the store, hate grocery shopping, hate any of that kind of stuff. And they just ship it to me. I just go online and get it. And they have an amazing program called Wild Go. It comes in 2 to 4 days. And they're rewarding me for being a loyal customer. So you're also thinking, well, what's the catch? No catch. You can start and stop at any time. There's no fees for it. And they reward you at months 3, 6, 9, and 12 with loyalty gifts. So it really, truly is a fabulous program and a way to just try out the lifestyle. And then I realized I left off 2 things. So you get 2 more things. You get the Thieves Spray. And I don't know how I forgot this. So you get this Thieves Spray, which is amazing because, guys, public bathrooms, you got to use them sometimes. Porta potties, I've been in enough porta potties for probably all of us on this call times 100, my son playing baseball. This thing right here, well, you can spray it down, and if you need to sit down, you can sit down. You can spray planes, trains, and automobiles. Anything public, shopping carts, Thieves Spray. We have one in the car. We have one in my purse. I have one in every room in the house, Thieves Spray. You get this for free with your kit. You also get the Thieves Hand Sanitizer. This is a hand sanitizer. What's great about ours is that it does not have alcohol in it. I'm a little OCD about washing my hands and making sure my hands are clean. I don't like germs. I use this all winter long, summer long. My hands are never dry because there's no alcohol. It has aloe in it. Other hand sanitizers have alcohol and other items in them that are known to cause for cancer-causing agents. This does not. So those are other 2 great things that come in your kit. So like this is a fantastic value, like 12 oils, 2 Thieves products, Ninja Red, 2 roller fitments. Like I would pay 10 times what I paid for it if I was not a member. Like, and I'm not just saying that because I truly, truly 100% believe in everything and use them. Like we're moving on Friday and I have not packed any of my oils. My husband's like, are you packing these oils? I'm like, no, they will not be packed until Friday. I will pack them. I will deliver them in the car. They cannot go with the movers. Because I'm afraid if I lost them, I would be like, what would I do? Like if they lost one oil, I feel like I would like lose my mind. That's how much I value the oils, the supplements. They haven't been packed. None of my Young Living products have been packed. He's like, oh, you might need an emergency oil class. You never know. You might need an emergency oil class. So nothing has been packed. So that's my spiel. So if you have questions, I'll look in the chat and I'll be happy to answer any of them about the products that we talked about over here. So thank you guys. Back to you, Ashley.
All right, guys, so I know that you're sitting over there and you're like, all right, they've told me all the things. I know about what's in the kit. I know about why I should use essential oils. now it is absolutely time to get started. So it is going to be pretty cool for you to open up that box when you first get it. And I love to consider this your first monthly wellness box, which means you will get subsequent monthly wellness boxes. But right now, this is the very first one that you'll get from Young Living. So your first monthly wellness box is this premium starter kit. You get all these fabulous oils, the diffuser, and the lifetime wholesale membership, which is a 24% discount. All you have to do to keep that discount is purchase $50 in the next 12 months, calendar year, to keep your account active. And if you don't do that, it's totally our fault, because it means you're not educated on exactly how to use your oils. And our biggest thing, each and every one of us on here, our biggest advantage is absolutely that we have community and we are like-minded individuals just aiming after these individual household goals, but we're also united in one big goal, and that is truly seeking wellness for our families, having more of a purpose by spreading this, wellness, amazing, God-created medicine, and of course, just finding abundance in our health and our finances if you choose to share. And you get all of this, the kit right now, which is crazy. It used to be, really, ready guys, 2 oils less. So Valor and Peace and Calming for a while were not even in the kit. And they brought us those, plus the amazing hand purifier, and it's only $165. Like, it's Black Friday all day. It's a $340 value for $165. Guys, I would pay $1,000 for it. But you knowing that, there's also a decision to be made tonight. And it's a pretty simple one. I want you just to think about which option you are, because there's really 3 options. First option is, of course, amazing. It's someone on here, if this is you, saying yes, I'm the gatekeeper of my home. I'm in charge of what comes in and out of my home. The greatest responsibility and the greatest gift I have as that role in my home is to decide what goes in and on our bodies. And if that is not you, and that's not the role in your home, I can assure you this will be a transformative evening for you, where you make a decision and you say yes, and you draw a line in the sand where you decide to take on that responsibility, take on that role, and become that gatekeeper. So the first person, if this is you, I want you to just go ahead. You can comment if you want to, or you can tell the person that invited you to the class, but you are saying, yes, I am going to go with what is really good for my family. And what's good for my family right now is investing that $165, getting the premium starter kit, getting started today, and getting my hands on those basic oils to assure the health and wellness for my family and to impact generational change for forever. But really, guys, DNA, 9 generations. So you're going to say yes to that. The next person, if this is you on here, you're like, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and tackle it tonight. I'm going to grab that premium starter kit and that Thieves stuff they were mentioning, where they were like, Thieves cleaner, I'm going to tack that onto my order. That one bottle is going to last you, again, like Angela said, 9 months, 6 months, a year, depending on how much you clean. The next person on here, if this is you, because I really just feel a lot of you guys are falling into this best category. And I want what's best for tonight. I want what's best for you. And with this, you are going to go ahead and jump in with the premium starter kit and add on essential rewards, which means you are going to have a monthly wellness box delivered to your door. 50 PV is the minimum. It can be as much as you want. Your replacement buying, Target ain't pay you, but we will. And tonight you can choose to invest in your health in that way. And that, to me, that best option, guys, that's what saved my family from so many missed days of school, missed days of work, so many emotional distresses. And it just warms my heart to think about welcoming so many of you tonight into our community. If you have your mini kit and you were able to smell that as Rachel and Angela went over the oils, I can assure you that smelling it is just one step. I never smelled one oil before I got my first wellness box. And when I opened them up, tears came to my eyes when I put Valor on for the first time, when I put Pan Away on my back. So you'll have the same experience. And we also are a referral-based company. We are in direct marketing, direct sales. I'm super proud of that. I think it's the greatest business model in the world. But what that means is you get the opportunity to share with your friends or family, or maybe someone you don't really know, just because you are using products that you love. So guys, with that, I had one person message me during the class, and she just asked me, like, how do I do what you do? I would love to chat more about that with you, but really what we do is just share this premium starter kit with our friends, and it might sound simple. It isn't easy, but it's sharing with people things that we love and getting them to join our community because of something that we want for them and never something from them. So I want to thank you for your time tonight. I want to thank you for saying yes to your future and to your family. And I want to thank you most of all for taking this focused time to learn about your next step to just wellness and purpose, and for some of you, abundance. So I want you to thank the person that invited you, because they care so much about your health that they brought you here tonight. So please get with them. They will make sure you have the referral link and number, and can't wait to congratulate each of you. So thank you so much, Christina and Angela and Rachel. And I'm going to pop off the recording, guys, but we'll stick around if you have any specifics we can help you with.